Hello everyone, welcome to Lever Guns 50. Today we have two small caliber rifles out here, and this one here is a 25-20 caliber 92 53 Winchester, but 53 is basically a 92. This one here is a 73 and it's in 32-20. So we're just going to see how well they would work as home defense round. Because both of them are rifle rounds, and we're going to just throw in a 9mm just to kind of give you an idea of what they'll do. Now the 9mm obviously is a pistol cartridge, and these are both rifle cartridges, and some people will argue that point because both of them are basically the same length as a 45 Colt, but the truth is both of them are made by Winchester and they were first chambered in rifles, so they're rifle calibers. So we're going to shoot them against a mild steel. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use the 9mm just for the baseline, just to see, because a lot of people are going to consider 9mm about minimal for home defense. So it's going to be baseline. So if these do better than the 9mm, then obviously they should work. So we're going to set up and shoot the 9mm, then we're going to shoot the 32-20, and then we're going to shoot the 25-20 at mild steel and see what it does. Here's the Steyr 9mm. Now we're going to shoot the target. Guns on safety. Let's check it out. 9mm versus mild steel. Let's check it out, see what it did. Guns all clear. Here's the bullet hole. Here's the bullet. Here's the back side. Did not go through. Let me show you how you load it right quick. You stick this on here like this. You stick that got 10 shells in there. You turn around and just shoot it just like that. So we saw what the 9mm and the 32-20 did. Let's try the 25, see if it'll go through that mild steel. So let's check it out and see what it did. All right, there's the entrance hole, and there's the exit hole. The exit hole is quite a bit bigger than the entrance hole. It's the same like the 32-20. They're bigger than the entrance holes. So we know it'll go right through it. All right, now we have a full metal jacket, and we also have this 9mm. With a full metal jacket, we're going to shoot onto that metal plate. All right, let's check it out. As you can see, we got a good dent in there. It's, got a good dent in it, but it did not go all the way through. We're going to use some vintage 32-20. Now this should be going about 1,100 feet a second, so this is slow. So this should be about the same as the 9mm. That box of vintage cartridges. Check that out. That's vintage stuff. That's the slowest stuff that we have. So as you see, that made quite a bit deeper dent in there. It's bulged out more on the back too. So even the lighter, weaker stuff is still doing better than the 9mm. All right, the 25-20 is up next. Check it out and see what it did. As you can see, there's a hole in it right there, and it actually penetrated into that log there. There's the back side. So that was slower. That wasn't the highest speed 25-20. That was a slower speed 25-20. So now we're going to try a 32-20 and see if it'll penetrate the higher speed. All right, the high high speed 25 or 3220. Looks like it just sailed right on through it. Here's the higher speed 3220. As you can see, it also penetrated on into that log some. So now we're going to set the other metal up in front of here and see what will happen. All right, here goes the 3220 high speed. See what she does. Hopefully I'll hit it without hitting one of those holes. Let's see what it did. I tried to hit between all those holes. So this was the 9mm. That's where it went through, kind of low. Looked like it might not have made it all the way through because that was pushed up against that other plate. Here's the other plate. As you can see, it's got a pretty good sized dent in it, even after going through that other metal. So it has a lot more power than a 9mm, because that's almost as bad as that 9mm dent. That's after going through the other plate. So that's kind of interesting. Ow, whew, that bullet's hot as a firecracker. There's your bullet right there. That thing, it was so hot, it's still hot. Ow, that thing's still hot. But that's the bullet after going through all that and stopping up against there. So now let's try the 2520 and see what it'll do. Now out of this 2520, this is a little 60 grain bullet, and it's not, you know, it's only 60 grain, so it only has that much power. So let's see what we can do. Let's check it out and see what it did. So that little 60 grain bullet hit right here. It plowed through there and put about as big a dent on the back of that, into that plate, as the 9mm did up here. So even after going through both sides of this, which is not real thick, it still made a bigger dent in this plate than that 9mm did. So that's pretty interesting. So I think the 2520 and the 3220 have ample power for home defense, but they're not going to go through stuff like the 3030 or some big caliber. This right here is fully loaded. We're going to hold it right here. We got all the cartridges in there. It's fully loaded, and now we can shoot our targets. Two shots on steel. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think that was interesting. A lot of people don't really know anything about the 3220 or the 2520. And so that's why I use the 9mm for the baseline, just to kind of give you an idea of what kind of power they have. I imagine this is more closer to the 357 as far as power. I wish I had one to compare it with, but anyhow, I think that gives you kind of an idea that it's more powerful. Of course, it's in a rifle, but a lot of people think this rifle cartridge is so wimpy. And some of the cowboy action loads are pretty wimpy. So out of the 2520 and the 3220, with the loads that I used, it's plenty good for home defense. It's not overly powerful, so it's not going to like go through like a 3030 or something like that. It's just powerful enough to get the job done, but not so powerful that it's going to blow holes all the way through your house. Anyhow, thank you for watching. God bless each and every one of you. I hope you come back and see me. You hear?